I used to believe everything that people said to me, every word that they spoke to me. And I used to say things that were on my mind straight up, truthfully, without any filters. And after reading the two books, I've realized that I might have been a little bit mistaken, especially with believing other people and what they wanted to convey to me, because people don't always speak the truth, but also people do things to achieve certain results. Sometimes they do them and influence us without them even realizing that they are influencing us. One of the main things that I've noticed, that I've learned about, is reciprocity. When somebody does you a favor or gives you a gift, you feel obliged to return the favor. And this method has been used to sell people things that they didn't necessarily want to buy. So if you want to avoid going into constructs made by other people, if you want to avoid buying unnecessary things that you might not necessarily need, I urge you to read Influence by Robert Cialdini. The second book is 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, and that's another excellent book because it teaches you about the dynamics of power. Like, I don't know, like in every workplace where there's more than a couple of people, you realize that there are power dynamics and people do certain things to achieve certain results. And so it is beneficial to learn the rules of the game, because that way, just like Neo in the Matrix, you take the red pill and then you learn to dodge bullets and avoid doing things that you might not necessarily want to be doing, and mindlessly choosing actions, or actually not really choosing them, having actions being chosen for you. And so those two books have changed my way of thinking and perceiving the world, and have changed my worldview the most in the past 3, 4, 5 years. And I think a lot of people should read those books to know that they are being influenced and how they're being influenced, and that things are happening around them that they might not have been noticing before, especially in the world of social media and the internet, and everybody trying to sell you something, and actually social media being shaped in a way to be, well, we are the product of social media. We are the thing that is being sold. So they implore these, they apply these techniques in order to influence you to buy more things, to keep you attached to watching more ads, to staying on the social media. And maybe those rules don't stop you from being influenced on social media, but they make you notice them more often and make you reassess whether what you are injecting into your consciousness is actually good for you or not. So definitely mind changing for sure, and I would recommend that you check out this book. And like another thing, we have these shortcuts in order to, cooperate much better. In the past, they used to serve us, and they still serve us, of course, because stereotypes are shortcuts. Like, for example, they've done studies that when something is expensive, it is perceived as better than something cheap, even though it might be the exact same thing. So there are many shortcuts like that we have learned and accepted them as second nature, that help us live. But at the same time, those same shortcuts are being used to influence us and sometimes take us places where we might not want to go. So if you don't want to go, I'm just looking at my notes, I apologize. Yeah, if you don't want to go and step into other people's pit traps. Number one, Robert Cialdini or Cialdini influence. And number two, 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I still haven't finished reading 48 Laws of Power. I'm 3/4 of the way through it. It's worth it. Check them both out. And see you next time.